Stop trying to fix the relationship. Stop trying to make them understand. Stop trying to control the outcome. I know how hard this is, but your constant efforts to repair what they keep breaking is actually preventing both of you from getting the clarity you need. It's time to go into observer mode, not from a place of punishment or manipulation, but from a place of self-worth and authentic information gathering. When you go into observer mode, you stop abandoning yourself to chase their approval. You stop brushing things under the rug to keep the peace. You stop arguing about the same issues over and over while nothing actually changes. Instead, you simply observe. They say they'll call and they don't. That's information. They promise to work on communication, but continue shutting down. That's information. They claim they want the relationship, but their actions say otherwise. That's information too. Let them mess up. Let them show you exactly who they are without your constant intervention trying to make them better. Because right now, you're not getting authentic information about this person. You're getting the version of them that exists when you're working overtime to hold the relationship together. The truth is, as long as you keep enabling their avoidant behavior by accepting breadcrumbs, making excuses for their emotional unavailability, and staying despite being consistently disappointed, they have no reason to change. There's only so much depth and connection someone can experience when they're continuously not showing up in a relationship. They get stuck in the same patterns, experiencing themselves over and over again, never growing beyond their comfort zone. You've been loyal and consistent, and that's beautiful. But now it's time to be loyal to the relationship you actually want, not the one you're settling for. When you step into your power and stop trying to control the outcome, something interesting happens. Avoidants often get shocked. They won't see it coming because they've grown comfortable with your constant efforts to bridge the gap they keep creating. You've been screaming, "The house is burning down. We need to fix this," while they've been oblivious to the problems because your boundaries haven't been strong enough to create real consequences. Before you know it, the house is actually burned down, and suddenly they're asking, "What do I need to do to fix this?" But here's the thing. They need to want to change for themselves, not because they're afraid of losing you, until there's a real break in the dynamic, until they experience actual loss. But they won't be inspired to do the inner work required for transformation. Sometimes it takes multiple failed relationships before avoidants realize the common denominator is their own fear of intimacy. Sometimes they need to lose the best thing that ever happened to them to wake up to what they've been running from. Your job isn't to wait around hoping they'll eventually get it. Your job is to gather authentic information about who this person actually is when you're not working overtime to make the relationship work. When you take your hands off the wheel, when you stop trying to control and fix, you start to get your power back. You get clarity, you get truth, and the truth, however painful, will set you free. Let them lose you, not because you don't love them, but because you love yourself enough to require reciprocity, consistency, and genuine effort in your relationships. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is step back and let someone experience the natural consequences of their choices. It's the only way they'll ever truly understand what they're risking when they choose fear over love.